Hello, welcome back if you have been here before, and welcome if you are new. As you can see by the title, today I wanted to do an updated Banty collection video. I feel like lately I've been more focusing on collecting like used and vintage items if possible versus just buying newer Banties. Definitely the more expensive route, unfortunately, but these shirts mean a lot to me, so I don't mind. The more I collect and the more I like to document my collection through these videos, I kind of want to get an opinion from you guys as to whether or not you'd prefer updates where I show you my entire collection over and over, or would you rather just get updates on new items that I get. So just let me know which one sounds better. I'm going to be showing some that you've definitely seen before, as well as some new ones. Other disclaimers, these are all shirts from bands and artists that I listen to and that I love, and these do mean a lot to me. My music taste is extremely varied. Most of these are like alternative, punk, rock shirts, so they're kind of all over the place. I don't just focus on one genre, which is, I think, cool. They're somewhat in alphabetical order, so before I kind of just did it in whatever order, but I think this makes the most sense, and if you're curious to know which shirts I have from like which band or which artist, this might be the easiest way for you to skim through the video if that's what you prefer to do. So I'm gonna stop rambling and I'm just gonna get started. Give us a little bit of room here. This shirt you probably saw in my last video if you watched that. This is an Alien Sex Fiend shirt. I got this one off of Etsy actually because I really loved the print. It was originally quite a stiff cotton shirt, which I actually prefer for when I buy these types of t-shirts just because they wear very nicely. And in my last video I did a DIY where I kind of thinned this one out, distressed the graphic a little bit, and just made it overall more comfortable to wear. Next is this Afi T-shirt. So it has lyrics for Bleed Black on the front, and then on the back just says a fire inside. This one I want to say is probably vintage. It doesn't have any date stamps or anything like that on it, but based off of things like the tag, the graphic, I want to say this is probably from somewhere around like 2003 or 2004. Bleed Black is off Sing the Sorrow, which came out in 2003, so I could assume that this is from 2003 as well. Not positive though, because I just don't really see this shirt anywhere. I found this one on eBay, by the way. Next is this t-shirt from the band Bad Flower. It's just got like the lead singer's face on there all stretched out, and I think this is like a smaller medium. You might notice that I tend to buy most of my shirts oversized if I can, so they're all like larges and extra larges, but this one's a little bit smaller. I got this when me and some friends were supporting them at a smaller show that they played somewhere in LA, so that was like years ago. So super cool to have one of their first merch pieces. Next is Black Flag, one of my favorite punk bands. I got this shirt at Goodwill like years ago. I was probably like 18 years old. The graphic sucks. It's like this super hard, you can like probably hear it. It's like this super stiff graphic, and I'm probably gonna like sand it out a little bit more just so it's not so like crunchy, but the fit is really cool. It's like a little bit oversized but not too much, so yeah, that was probably my first Black Flag shirt that I ever got. Don't see myself getting rid of it anytime soon, but do want to do something about that graphic. This one is very oversized. I got this at Amoeba Records in Hollywood. It did not come with all of this distressing and the bleach stains. I can't even tell you where those came from. Next for Black Flag is this white tee. It's got the Family Man album cover art on it. A bit controversial, definitely. This one I got at Wasteland in either Studio City or West Hollywood. What they do is they print like popular graphics onto actual vintage t-shirts, so it's really nice, baggy, oversized. Next is this David Bowie shirt. I love David Bowie. This is my only Bowie shirt that I own. This one's actually from Brandy Melville, and it's Live Nation merchandise. I really just like how vintagey it feels. It's like super broken in. This shirt from a local band, local-ish to me, This is a band called Cherry Domingo. Fun story, I designed the graphic on this one. I don't know if I showed this in a past video. I must have, because this was from so long ago, but yeah, I designed a little, not the script, that's not me, but the hand holding like the little skull cherries. That is my hand actually that I used as a drawing reference, but it's printed on this like really soft type of t-shirt, which a lot of brands and bands are preferring right now to print their merch on. It's not my favorite because I don't think it ages as well as like those stiffer cotton t-shirts, but it is still really, really comfortable. So definitely gonna be keeping this one, and check out Cherry Domingo if you haven't already. Definitely shared these before. These are my Brandy Melville Circle Jerks t-shirts. Again, same fit and with like minimal distressing as the David Bowie one. This one has paint on it from when I tried to paint an apartment that I thought I was going to move into but did not. So there's that one. This one, which is a little bit more of a crisper white. So yeah. Next is the Cramps. I've got this guy here. I think this is like a size smaller and medium. So again, a little smaller than what I would normally go for. Just got a very simple graphic on the front. Nothing on the back. I'll show you guys if there's like something cool in the back that you like need to see. Next is The Cure. This is one of my favorite bands, and it's so sad because I only have this one shirt by them, or from them. This is the Kiss Me shirt. It's got the Cure logo on the front, and then the back is super duper cute. Next is Iron Maiden. I think I used to own way more Iron Maiden shirts when I was like super into them. I was probably like 16 or 17. I've got this one, which is actually from the men's section at Zara. Just really liked the graphic on it. It's got some pre-made holes and stuff, which if done well, I really don't mind. These ones don't bother me. I usually like to have holes and stuff like that worn in myself, but not an issue. I love a good distressed shirt. So this one fits pretty much like a small t-shirt would. It's a men's medium, probably runs a little small for guys though, but really cool. I like it. And then this Final Frontier one I got at a thrift store. I actually got it at Buffalo Exchange. It's got some quite natural distressing to it, so it didn't, you know, come from the manufacturer with holes. And then the back has this graphic. Lastly, I have this huge Killers shirt. This has to be like an XL or a double XL, but it's worn around. It's definitely beaten up at like the collar. The sleeves are so nice and baggy. The front graphic is worn in very well. This is from 2003, so not quite vintage, but and it's got the Killers logo on the back as well. So not quite vintage, but it's been around long enough to where it's got that really nice, just worn-in shirt feeling that I love. Joy Division, another band that, oh god, I would love to have a vintage Joy Division shirt, but they are so expensive. Same with The Cure. I've been looking for like a good vintage Cure shirt, and of course they are very pricey, but still looking for one that I would feel is worth it, or at least that I can afford. Of course, Unknown Pleasures. I think every person who's ever listened to Joy Division has this shirt. I think I actually got this from like Hot Topic, but the material's not bad at all. I think it could use a little bit of like wear and distressing to get it a little more comfortable. It still fits like a little awkward despite how long I've had this for and how many times I've worn it. This was like my high school uniform for a few months. A little bit more recent is this Closer tee. I got this for either Christmas or my birthday. I think Christmas one year from a friend, but this one's not like the Hot Topic one. It's a little bit thinner. Again, that like new thin material that companies and bands are using for their shirts. So not my favorite material, but it's really soft and comfortable, and it's like thin enough to where I could like go to the gym with this. Not that I can do that right now, but you get the idea. Led Zeppelin, starting with this one. I actually got this from, do you see the creases of how long this has just been sitting in my closet? Because I just don't have anywhere to wear all of these clothes. Like, this is just too much. This is another shirt that I wore so much in high school. It's got paint on it from like art class. But yeah, I really like the graphic and it's a cool shirt. Another one of these Brandy Melville tees, again, same like distressed collar, same fit as like that Bowie shirt I showed earlier, as well as the Circle Jerks one. Very basic logo, comfortable, cute. I like it. This shirt is like a navy color, which is kind of interesting, but it works. I got this from Buffalo Exchange as well. Again, it's like an XL, double XL, very comfortable. Next is this Marilyn Manson Portrait of an American Family t-shirt. I got this from Hot Topic years ago, and I really love Marilyn Manson's work. I was so inspired by his previous songs and albums. I was going to buy some vintage tees from like the late 90s and such that I found that I really liked, but with what I know now, I just don't feel super great about it. Maybe I'll eventually get some just for the nostalgia factor of what those songs and those albums did for me, but new merchandise, I don't think so. I do still like to embrace what those songs did for me and take my own meaning and my own value from them, if that makes any sense at all. I don't think I'm the most educated person to be talking about the situation either, but I know what feels right and what doesn't, and as of right now, it doesn't feel right to be like buying newer Manson merchandise if I can help it, and I can, so I won't. Maybe in the future I'll delve into some vintage stuff, but as of right now, don't feel comfortable, don't really want to. So this is the only Manson shirt that I have, and will probably be like that for some time. Metallica, these are all from Brandy Melville. They had like a ton of Metallica merch out of just nowhere, but very thin, comfortable, weighted enough. These fit so nicely. This one just has like the Metallica logo there, and then the print on the back looks like that. Super duper sick. And you guys remember these, I'm sure. Same, oh my god, the creasing! Metallica shirt in white. Metallica shirt in black. Nothing special, they fit exactly the same. I just wanted the white one and I wanted the black one, so I got both. This one is like somewhat vintage, it's from the year 2000. It is just the original like face logo. And it's got the band name on the back. This one is just so thin and so comfortable. I did like soften this one up a little bit with some of the techniques that I used in my last video, but I absolutely love this shirt. I cannot wait to collect more vintage Misfits items. Hopefully before the year 2000 would be most ideal for me, because it's crazy that this is 20 years old. To me it feels like the year 2000 doesn't quite qualify as vintage yet, but I really like it. I'm so happy with it. I love it. Next is Nirvana. This band means so much to me. Brandy Melville. Do you guys remember this print? They brought this back. I was on their website and they had like a baby tee, like baby fit tee that had like this Nirvana print on it, and I was like, oh my god, what year is it? But this is so thin and perfect and slinky and amazing, and I love it so much. I'm sure that this is just like a random graphic that the team at Brandy came up with on their own, because I don't see this on any other Nirvana merchandise at all, but I still love it. So next is this like mashup tee. I don't really know where this is from originally, but it's got like the In Utero album on one side, and then it's got like the Nevermind like watery logo on the other. Nothing on the back. Oversized, comfortable, very well broken in, as you can tell. It just like lays like nothing, which is wonderful. So this one I definitely want to DIY because it's just so stiff, and I think it would be an excellent candidate to just rough up and get comfortable. But this shirt I got when I was visiting Aberdeen. I think I talked about it in my last video as well, but I believe a school was doing a fundraising of some sort, and proceeds from the shirt went to that fundraiser, so I definitely got one. It's a little bit hard to tell on camera, but it just has different things about Aberdeen that kind of connect to Kurt Cobain, which I thought was really cool. So yeah, there's that one. This is probably my favorite shirt. I'm sure you've seen this one before. I believe it's from 1996. It's got this really cool graphic on the front of the band playing, and then on the back It says from the muddy banks of the Wishka, which was a river in Aberdeen. I love it. This shirt means so much to me. Next is, and this one is new and I'm also very happy about it. It is my 1992 Smiley and it's quite large. But on the back it's got the whole flower sniffing, kitty petting slogan there. It did come with like some bleach stains on the front, which is no problem for me. Got this one off of eBay. I only have one Queen shirt, which is this guy here. I'm sure you've seen this at Urban Outfitters if you shop there ever, because they always have this shirt. It's printed on this like really pale yellow cotton. But super comfortable. I liked the graphic, I liked the colorway. Next is another just absolute favorite band of mine, Smashing Pumpkins. I've got this guy here is from, where are you from? Also from 96. This is just their logo tee of theirs. It's one of those like heavyweight cottons that I like, but it's just worn out so thin and so comfortable over time. Again, this is one of the shirts that just means a lot to me. Some people will probably say is so dumb about like clothes, but I don't care. I love this band so much. Not quite positive on this one. This is a Smashing Pumpkins shirt. It's a Zero shirt, which are everywhere, but I'm not positive on the year. I want to say this was 2001 or 2003. So again, not quite vintage, but definitely not new by any means, and it's pretty well worn. If anyone has any like clues as to figure out the year on these, I would love to know, because this one confused me a bit. Like based off like the tag and stuff, I want to say 2001, but I just don't know for sure. So if anyone has an idea, let me know. Sonic Youth, yet another band that I love with my whole heart. I have a Goo shirt. This is not vintage, but I have really worn it out, so it totally feels like it is. Just the regular old Goo shirt. It's got holes, it's got lots of distressing, nothing on the back. I think this is like an extra large and it's super comfortable and I love it so much. This one I'm sure you guys remember as well. It's just the Sonic Youth print with the bunny from Dirty, like the Mike Kelly print thing. And it's got Gracias on the back, which is really cute. It's printed on like a dusty pink, really stiff cotton. I think I want to kind of distress this a little bit too, just to get it a little more comfortable for wear. This I got from Amoeba as well, like a long time ago, like a few years ago. This one, which is printed on white. So I got this shirt when they were doing a like 30-year anniversary film showing in Los Angeles. They were selling these shirts as well as posters, and of course I had to get a shirt and a poster, so I really love this one. I think it's super cool, and I'm so happy to have picked up a piece from such a special event like that. Next is some OG Sonic Youth, Confusion is Sex. Again, this is not vintage, however it is worn to death like it is. Lots of holes, distressing at the collar, and I've thinned it out a little bit myself to get it even more comfortable, but yeah, another one of my favorite shirts to wear. I wear this one super frequently. Lastly, from my Sonic collection, I've got this guy here. This really cool like Youth Against Fascism print on it. This shirt is actually relatively new and the timing was so right, and I definitely wanted to, like, if I was going to buy a shirt, I would want the money going towards something that I cared about. So I don't know if these are still available on the website. I want to say these were a limited run. I got this on pre-order and it shipped like a month later, but super cool, super happy with it. Yeah, even though I don't love the fabric, I'm still gonna wear it. We are nearing the end here. So this is a Wumpscut shirt. It is vintage. It's a bunker tour shirt, so I want to say this is probably sometime from the late 90s to early 2000s. Based off of, again, things like the tag and such, I definitely don't think that it's any newer than like 2001. So super cool. It's a little bit smaller, but I thought the graphic was cool and it was a really neat find, so yeah, I really like it. This shirt has to be like the ultimate. We really wanted to make this shirt super thin and super cool, but it just doesn't translate well in my opinion, but that's just me. It's this Youth Code shirt, which I have like not seen anywhere. I think I got this on like Depop. Very thin, which is great, so I'm probably just gonna like reserve this for like a really hot day or like going to the gym or something. But again, it's that fabric that I don't love that like catches material and like do you see what I do you see what I mean? It like doesn't even open up like a shirt. It just sticks to itself and I don't like that. I love Youth Code and I love the graphics, so I'll just have to deal with it. Very lastly, I don't know if I shared this in a past video, but this is Rob Zombie shirt. It is not very old. This is from 2010, but the graphic on the front is super crazy and super cool. And then so is the back. Looks like that. Very fun and oversized, and I wear this one so much. Actually, lastly, I don't know if this would qualify as like a band tee, but it is a music shirt. And let me actually just show you because I have it on. I'm wearing this Lollapalooza shirt. This is from the year... What year are you from? Hang on. Just double checked the year on this one, but this is a 93 Lollapalooza shirt. Okay, for the record, I've never been to Lollapalooza, but they arguably have like some of the best lineups ever, so. The back has really sick bands, like Babes in Toyland is on there. You probably can't tell, but I swear it also has like Rage Against the Machine, Alice in Chains, and a bunch of other really cool bands that I like a lot. Alright guys, so that was the video. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch. If you made it all the way to the end here, based on the music that I've shown you guys through my shirts, let me know if you guys have any music recommendations for me. Feel free to leave those in the comments. I think it'd be super fun to chat about. And tell me about your favorite shirt and where you got it and why it means a lot to you, because I think that's always a really fun story. Music and vintage fashion is something that I care about a lot, so it would be super cool to see what you guys have. And even if it isn't a vintage shirt, I still want to learn about it because clearly well over half of my collection is not true vintage items. Also, of course, let me know what you'd like to see next from me as well. Again, thank you so much. I hope you have a great day. And of course, take care into the new year. Bye!